All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's your man MC Chaz, and obviously it's a wonderful day that the Lord has made today. Listen, I would love to welcome you to day 3 of the 41 imprint Shiri Achu art virtual exhibition. Yes, virtual because we should have been in Tokyo right now, but we're there in spirit anyway, obviously the COVID. But listen, I would love to introduce this phenomenal woman who is changing the narratives behind paints and African paints that actually lead you to Africa, that connect you with the spirit of the motherland. You know, this is a woman who has gone to school, although she studied architecture, which is still part of art, but she came out and has lived and is still living her passion of painting. Very soon you're going to be seeing these wonderful pictures. And now, like I said, it's day 3. There is day 1, day 2, and it's going to be up until day 8. Now, this is the thing here. We're not going to have this event without giving out something. So please, if you have been watching, you might want to go from day 1 to day 8 and look out for letters or numbers as we're going to throw them in so that you can capture at the end of this exhibition what the word could have been, what the name could have been. It could be a name of a book. Listen, it's like a raffle. You're going to win a special prize. So listen, stay tuned. This is not your regular spice. Now, let me talk a little bit about this Shiri Achu. I'm a very good friend of hers. I have seen so much of her work. And this is one person that inspires me to actually love paints. You know, coming from a background where I wasn't so good at it. But now looking at paints and being able to relate to the message behind the paint is amazing. You might want to check that out too. Now, without any further waste of time, on to say we know they waste time, I would like to introduce the woman of the hour. You know what I'm saying? I would like for you to meet her. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Shiri Achu as she joins me right now.
Hello.
Shiri, I'll give you a hug. It don't matter. We tested. We're good. How you doing?
I'm good.
Beautiful
good.
outfit.
Looking good.
Thank you. And I want to make sure I represent.
Yes,
you understand? You're representing. This outfit actually is a Cameroonian design because I can see the colors. Obviously. How you doing today?
I'm good.
How you feeling?
I'm good. Yes.
It's amazing.
Day 3.
Day 3, man. Day 3. You know, we're in Tokyo now.
Yes, sir.
We're just here.
Yes, sir.
But we're in Tokyo.
Yes.
welcome. Shiri, I have gone through your paintings,
yes.
Amazing paintings,
Thank you.
know. And, just like I said, you went to school for something totally different.
Yes.
But now you're living your passion.
Yes.
You've been to Germany.
Yes.
You've been to Jamaica.
Yes.
You actually met someone very phenomenal.
Yes.
In Jamaica.
Yes.
Someone that I can't wait to speak
Yes,
about. You understand?
Yes.
But today we'll talk about the other person
Yes.
too that you met. You know what I'm saying? From South Africa.
Yes, from South Africa. Hey.
Yes. So please tell me a little bit about, how you got here. You know?
Okay. So, well, how did I get here? Well, my passion for the arts, my passion for Africa, my passion for inspiring people and loving to love Africa.
Right.
So that is how I got here, basically, because I love being who I am. I love, this is how I got here.
And you're doing a fantastic job.
Thank you.
Before I met you, I already met you.
Oh.
Because of people, a lot of people know you, especially within the West African community and obviously the Cameroonian community. You know, you also happen to have a sister that I know very well.
Yes.
We're very good friends.
Yes.
Family friends.
Yes.
You know, let's talk about this beautiful prints here.
Oh, okay. So poetry art.
Poetry art.
Yes.
And that's the theme
Yes.
of today,
Yes.
day 3, you know.
Yes.
From my understanding, these paintings came from poets
Yes.
that were sent to you.
Yes.
Please tell me a little about it.
So a poet in London some years ago, she wrote about 20 poems.
Wow.
And she sent them to me. She goes, Shiri, I really need you to paint this, okay? Now, her writing is very, what's the word? Sexy, sultry,
I like sexy.
evocative, you know?
It's good.
So I could only choose what I could represent. You know, I didn't want to do something that was too vulgar because I still wanted to be tasteful.
Yes.
So we have a special surprise for you. Here to read her poem, What Makes Me Beautiful. It's Najaya Edwards. The poem I was inspired by to do this painting, What Makes Me Beautiful.
What makes me beautiful? The smile that I wear, the shells in my hair, the colour of my eyes, the beauty in my stride, the way that I speak, the sensuousness in my speech, the passion I have for my faith that I keep, the essence, the curves of my breasts, my shape when I'm dressed.
So I chose these pieces and I painted these pieces.
Yes.
As you can see. Yes, we have the blue one here, which
The
is
blue one.
the blue one.
Because you know we like blue things.
Hey, you like blue things.
Yes, yes.
Okay. And then yes, you have the lady here with so what is most her poetry is beautiful.
Right.
And from that, I got inspired and I painted these pieces. This other one is a lady who, well, no, I shouldn't give anything away. You would have to probably read the poem so you can can figure out what.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And the poems, I read them very short, precise, straight to the point.
Yes.
And then the funny thing is, you sent the poems to me, and I read them. And then remember when we were doing the game where I was matching each picture or painting to
and you got it right.
And I got it right because again, from West Africa, we're good with blue lights and all those kind of things. As a matter of fact, the gift you gave me, that one, I hung it in my room, and it just keeps sending out this message. It sends out the right message. But again, this is amazing.
Good.
I'm very proud of you. What you're doing in the community and bringing this to the world. And you've practically sold out on so many of these pieces.
Yeah.
You will share something with us. Now, listen, I know you're going to be talking to a phenomenal lady, woman, from South Africa.
Yes.
Did she send you the poems?
The poems? No, she's going to, I think our conversation next, she's going to recite something. I hope.
Lovely. I hope so too. I hope so.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, just in case you don't know, all the way from South Africa, and obviously diving into the 4+1 talk, which is Shiri talking with this special guest, Jessica Mbangeni from South Africa. I will give more information, but then I'll be taking away from yours.
Yes. So let's go on. Yeah.
Let's get to that. Thank you. Thank you. And I will see you when we come back.
Yes.
Sounds good.
You.
All right.
Hello.
Hi, my darling.
Hello, thank you for joining me on 41 in Print Art Exhibition. Hello, my darling. How are you?
I'm good, Shiri, and how are you doing?
I am good. I was first of all wondering, the way you opened the 38 in Print Jamaica, whether you'd be able to bless us with your vocals like you did, even if it's a 1 minute. Can you?
That's fine, but we can continue with our conversation, and along the conversation, we'll link up with the poetry.
So you travel around the world, showcasing your beautiful vocals and your culture. Tell us how it makes you feel to do that, to be an ambassador.
It fulfills me because that's the purpose as the ambassador of peace and harmony, and as the custodian of the African heritage. I'm inspired by other countries and the nations of the world from preserving their own cultures and traditions.
But you really showcase the South Africa culture so well. I have some of your pieces, as you know. I have the jewelry, the headgear, the necklaces. I have a lot of handbags, and I really, whenever I wear them, I feel special when I wear them.
And so I thought you were going to wear your head wrap.
I should have, but I didn't know how to wear the other. But I wasn't prepared enough to do that.
Next time.
Next time. So. What's my next question? So I have this is a 4+1, so I have 5 questions for you. This is my 41 in Print exhibition, and you actually have a few pieces. Which one of those actually speak most to you? Which exhibition, which piece? If you don't remember the name, which piece? I know you have the Bafuchu painting, or is it just a general? I just want you to say a few words about some of the prints that you have.
Your work is remarkable. I will not remember the names,
Yes.
but it inspires me a lot to cross over and go to Central Africa.
Yes.
And I collect pieces now from Central Africa.
Awesome.
I've got a juju hat.
Oh.
I've got a juju hat, baby. So
awesome.
It is telling a story. It's drawing the desire. You know, it's a beautiful story. It's authentic. That's another thing. And it's colorful. It's us, and it's colorful, and it's harmonic, and it's all things royal.
Exactly. Just like you.
If it was a human being, I would say it possesses the aura.
Oh, wow, that is powerful. Awesome. Thank you. So in general, please share your thoughts on the importance of African art.
The importance of African art is it keeps our memory alive, and it sustains us because memory is our heritage. It helps us to preserve our cultural integrity, sustain our heritage intelligence, and maintains our traditional protocols. That's holistically the art, the African art.
Oh, that's beautiful. So I'm on to my last question. So the pandemic, you know, the year 2020, 2021 has just been crazy. How has it affected you and your works? Not being able to travel to Jamaica, not being able to do, how has the pandemic really affected you?
It has affected me because I'm not able to meet the people that have inspired me physical, you know, that cultural exchange of energies.
Yes. But has there been some positives? Has there been some positives also out of the pandemic? Like, for example, I'm having this exhibition virtually, which I would never have thought of if, you know, things were normal. Were there some positives out of the pandemic?
Only if we were notified, that there could be something like this in our lifetime. Other than that, there are positives, but anxiety dominates our space as much as I've been performing. Even right now, I'm living on the American time. Yeah. For me, I was still jet lagged. So because of the time differences, when I perform on American time, my time completely changes. So I'm always jet lagged since the lockdown for the whole year now. I'm jet lagged. It's difficult for me. Even right now, I'm renovating my boutique here. I'm waiting for the laborers to come and work. They're like, no, it's late. Where? I'm like, excuse me, just 3-4 hours. Yes. And I feel so. It is positive. It's because right now we're tapping into another space whereby we can be versatile and use and have platforms, different platforms, whereby if you are not in, if you are in America and you have to be in Europe, you can make your choice. You know, the choices are vast now. You can be anywhere you want to be in the world and be confidently communicating with your clients. This is how you can do it at this particular time. So your diary actually now is full. There's no time. We can work every day. I can sit around the beach, baby, and still perform my poetry.
Exactly.
I can be on top of the mountain in Jamaica.
Exactly.
And perform my poetry. So you know, so I can just brief my client that okay, this will be the time, this will be the weather. Actually, can be romantic because it's going to be on the rain. Singing in the rain.
Singing in the rain. Well,
okay, I'm so glad. Thank you ever so much for keeping in touch with me. I see that you are my soulmate. You value my work. And as I value my work, for the first time I met you, we connected because there's something that is we are common about. They call it Ubuntu, humanity. You know, it sinks. It doesn't matter whether you are black or white or pink. Humanity it defines us as one. And
Exactly.
with your ethics, morals, and values, African values that you possess, we became beautiful friends that we are treasuring our encounter. So our encounter is an encounter with the giant.
Yes. Yes, with the giant.
And you make it with your work that defines us as the Africans. You make us feel good to be Africans.
Amen.
Athi
Amen.
uzujama kasithatha ingqulu yakwaMbeki. Inhlamene egwele yokhakhayi lwengovu yakwaMadima. Uma lale jongile emhlaca amagusha kwimilondo ekhaya elanxanxadini maxhakaxhaka elaxhoma amaxhoba lamaxhoba ngentshuntshena ngoncuma emfazweni atsho adilize ishumi lamadoda ngaxeshanye. Kahleni madoda ningayixhokonxa inkanyamba ngoba thina sisafuna ukudla amazimba sithi halawoyi 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 home home. I am an African. I owe my being to the hills and the valleys, the mountains and the glades, the rivers, the seas, the trees, the deserts, the flowers, and the ever-changing seasons that define the face of our native land. My body has frozen in our frost and in our latter-day snow. It has thawed in the warmth of the sunshine and melted in the heat of the midday sun. The crack and the rumble of the summer thunders, lashed by startling lightning, have been the cause of both trembling and of hope. The fragrances of nature have been as pleasant to us as the sight of the wild blooms of the citizens of the veld. The dramatic shapes of the mighty Drakensberg, the soil-colored waters of the Likwa, Iqelino Tugela, and the sands of the Khalahadi have all been the panels of the set on the natural stage of which we act out the foolish deeds of the theater of the day. The times are in fear. I've wondered if I should concede the equal citizenship of our country to the lion and the leopard, the elephant and the springbok, the black mamba, the hyena and the pestilential mosquito. Oh, remember, we are the ones we've been waiting for. Remember, we are the grandchildren of Nongause. We are the great-grandchildren of the warrior men and women that in science Kukune led. The patriots in Pepu and Tetwayo took to battle. The soldiers Mushwashwe and Gungunyane taught never to dishonor the cause of freedom. Freedom for me is freedom for you. I am because you are. You are because I am. Remember, we are the ones who have made it possible for the world markets to trade in gold, in diamonds, and the food our stomachs still yearn. Remember, we are the great-grandchildren of Nongause, the great-grandchildren of the warrior men and women that in science Kukune led. The patriots in Pepu and Tatwayo took to battle. The soldiers Mushwashwe and Gungunyane taught never to dishonor the cause of freedom. We come from all those who were transported from India and China, whose being solely the fact that they could provide physical labor. Those who taught us that we could both be at home but foreign. Those who taught us that the human existence itself demanded freedom as a necessary condition for human existence. My mind and my knowledge of myself is formed by the victories that are the jewels around our African crown. The victories that we earned from Isandlwana to Khartoum, as Ethiopians, as Ashanti of Ghana, and as the Berbers of the desert. Oh, the human presence among all these, the feature on the face of our native land that's defined. I know none there can challenge me when I say I'm an African. So keep on keeping on, keep on keeping on, keep on keeping on. Kwame Nkrumah once said, I'm not an African because I was born in Africa, but I'm an African because Africa was born in me.
Amen.
Keep on keeping on, Shiri. Keep on keeping on, Shiri. Keep on keeping on. Marcus Garvey once said, the people without the knowledge of their culture, their traditions, their history of origins, they're like the tree without roots. So keep on digging deep, that hive of prestigious knowledge and wisdom. Uproot the deadly spray poison of ignorance, which may lead to breaking relationships, personal destruction, confusion, and disorderly living. Revive the world, because we are the ones we've been waiting for, and we shall rise.
Nice.
Through COVID, we shall rise.
Yes.
Above COVID, we shall rise. Beyond COVID, we will be better.
Amen. Woo! That was awesome. That was awesome. Thank you so much. That was awesome.
Thank you so much, my darling, and congratulations to your exhibition.
Thank you. I'm
looking forward to see you very soon.
Yes, I'm going to see you soon. Whether I'm in South Africa or you're here or in Jamaica. Where are we meeting soon? Jamaica, South Africa, US, London.
Let's meet in Jamaica, man, and debrief. You know what I mean?
In Jamaica.
And the Irie. And I'll bring you one of these hats.
Yes, I need a few of them.
Yeah.
I'll need a few of them.
Love, my darling.
Oh, thank you so much. I love you. Mwah.
I love you too, Shiri. Keep well.
All right, welcome back, Shiri Achu. Listen, that was a great, inspirational.
It was inspiring.
She is powerful.
Yes.
Man, I was watching and I'm like, yes, from South Africa.
Yep.
And again, this is what art does. It brings us all together. You know?
Exactly.
This is amazing. I think Jessica is just, I think I'll go Google more and read up more about her.
Please
but listen, while you were out, you know, I'm getting a few messages and calls about this pieces here, especially the blue like Nash, sorry, the shape, yes, and the other things. Is it okay if you disclose what that usually goes for, or what it goes for your site?
So depending on the size, because you can have them at smaller sizes, the range between $50 to $300.
$50 to $300.
Because these are limited edition prints.
Got you. Wow. Yeah. So I'm gonna let them know to go grab a copy of the Nash now.
Yes.
Confirm.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, listen. You want to go ahead and not just for the sake of support, but it's the right thing to do when you see one of us really upscaling, you know? And again, what you're spending your money on is real stuff. It's painting, for Christ's sake. That can go anywhere in your homes, in your offices. You don't want to miss it out. So please do yourself a favor. And I say do yourself a favor because you want to grab these limited auditions now before the end of this exhibit, because they will be gone. So just log on to www.shiriachuart. And by the way, art is not her last name. Art. You know what I'm saying? ART.com. Again, it's www.shiriachuart.com. Shiri, thank you so much for having me. Thank you. I appreciate you.
Day 3 has been awesome.
Yes, and we're coming back again.
Yes,
for day what?
5.
Confirm. We'll see you again. Ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned. Don't touch it. We'll be right back.
Thank you.